Hi, welcome and thank you so much for being here. We're going to do a timeless and collective reading. So whenever this reading finds its way to you is the right time. But keep in mind, it's a general reading. So see what sign symbols, messages, and energies resonate for you in your particular situation. And hopefully help to bring you clarity on whatever you're wondering. It could broaden your perspective, narrow your focus, help you see something with fresh eyes in a new way, in a new light. But in the end, always trust yourself. That divine inner guidance is inside of you. And try to make balanced decisions between logic and intuition. So your decisions are sound, based in love and for the highest and greatest good of everyone. So we're all uplifted in love. We're going to start today with the character oracle. Let's see what God, Source, Holy Spirit, Christ consciousness, our higher selves, angels, and energies of love have for the highest and greatest good of all. What is the main character, energy, personality the collective needs to know about right now to be helpful with the energy going on, please, and thank you. One message. Oh, wow, big. You have creator, which you are. You are a creator. You create your dreams coming true, your reality. Pay attention to your thoughts, what you think about. What you think about, words are energy, and they are also what helps us focus on what is to be or manifest in the future. Look at you, you're reaching up to an entire other universe and pulling it down. Maybe some of you are, I actually heard jumping timelines. That's really weird and big, and I don't know why I heard that. Maybe you're sort of jumping timelines. Maybe you had an idea of what your life would be, and it's almost like now where it's going is something completely different. You have different ways that you can have your soul receive the same lessons. Creator, weaver of imagination, creativity, innovation, invention, and realization. This is giving me big spiritual downloads energy. The universe is just touching you and giving you wisdom, insight, clarity, new perception, new understanding on something. I feel like it's, maybe you can even feel it, like a physical rush of energy. I hear the word surge, invention. Maybe it's a big idea you have, something you've thought about. It would be a really good invention. I'm also getting big solutions to something. You have to definitely here think outside the box. Don't put a lid or a cap on anything. Leave all possibilities open. Creator. Wow, that's a big one. All right, let's go to something different. This is the Oracle of the Mermaids. Let's get another message on creator. Maybe some of you are even starting a brand new project, expressing yourself different, getting creative with yourself or what you do, or I'm getting that you're doing something maybe out of the norm for you. So let's see. Let's get another message on creator. What else does the collective need to know, please? And thank you. Farewell to the moon. You have all this big, like, sky energy coming through. Farewell to the moon, saying goodbye to something that was a repeating cycle to you. Look at this big full moon. I like this sassy mermaid. It is a 17, so that's a little more like the star energy. It says to appreciate and enjoy the lunar light and cycles. So there's going to be something coming through that you really enjoy getting to do over and over. Pay attention to how you manifest in connection to the full and the new moon. Maybe how the moon makes you feel. The moon affects the tides. That's pretty big. We are also full of water, a lot of water. So the moon does affect us. Maybe you're just going out and admiring how amazing the stars are, how amazing the moon is. Maybe something happens under your next full moon. But with a 17, it's restoring hope. And I am getting that cycles thing, but that's something that was on repeat. Rinse and repeat is stopping. Maybe there's a cleanse on something so you can move into a new cycle, because I feel like this new cycle isn't giving me hamster wheel energy. It feels magical and amazing and vibrant and full of energy. Farewell to the moon. I keep hearing the song To the Moon and Back by Savage Garden. Appreciate and enjoy the lunar light. Appreciation for the cycles you went through, for what you learned, and where you get to go now. So let's go to something else. Let's do an angel oracle card. I keep hearing download. So I don't know if that's a spiritual download, or maybe you're downloading something, saving something so you can watch it later. What else does the collective need to know on farewell to the moon and the creator? Realizations. This is really different, but maybe somebody has blue hair. I don't think that's for all of you, but I did see that with that card. You are taking a leadership role on something. You're sounding your own trumpet, or you're hearing a big call that you're supposed to take the lead. I'm getting a nice combo of feminine and masculine energy here. So maybe there's a new balance restored within you on what you need to allow in and what you need to pursue and do and provide for and take action on. This angel is dropping the trumpet. I mean, I'm not encouraging anybody to drop their trumpet. It almost looks like it could be levitating, but I feel like you made that call and it's almost like a mic drop. Like, here we go. So maybe it is an ending and a new beginning coming in. You have this halo around your head. So you are receiving illumination in something, and this is Archangel Gabriel. So it is about speaking. It is about your thoughts and the words you say to yourself, the words you say to others, the words you use. It's time for you to assume you are the one ready for this position, ready to make a change, ready to take some action on something. Stand your ground. Step into your personal power. See how valuable you are. Assume your leadership power and position, and lovingly guide others. It's not pushy power. It's an energy. It's a knowing. It's respect. I am getting that if some of you are becoming boss or a manager at something, or just taking the lead on a situation here that you are creating maybe on your own, or releasing old cycles, stepping into new cycles that you want to be there for. That you are like you're handling it not just gracefully. Maybe you're accepting something graciously too, even though you knew it was for you. But if you are doing something for someone else, I feel like they're almost honored to have you on their team, on their side, working with them. I hear it's an honor. So maybe some of you are in school, you're receiving some high honors or an award for something. Maybe some of you do play an instrument. It doesn't have to be a trumpet. But I am getting a call. Either you're making a call, you're receiving a call, maybe it's an invitation. Okay, let's just kind of continue to bounce around. Since that was a leadership role, let's do the career and life and see what this is about. What is another message for the collective, please and thank you, on leadership, creator? Farewell to the moon. Innovation. Wow, you have 2 cards in really different decks that say something about innovation. You're thinking of something, you're having an idea, you're offered an opportunity. You know that you can do something a different way than anybody else. So do it. Whatever your way is good. You have 2 of these that say something about innovation. It's almost like you're the only one that can see these gears and know how to put them together the right way so something spins and moves. This is also cycles. It could be I'm getting that Wheel of Fortune energy. Something is changing. It's a new cycle. You figured out how to connect all the dots on something, or you're going to be the one who will. You will need to come up with new strategies to keep your plans in motion. Old ways, it's that old cycle thing I saw with the moon here. Old ways that are just outdated. It's that hamster wheel, just not really moving you forward. It's just kind of getting you by. That energy is going away. Whatever is coming through in a new cycle is so exciting. You feel like every time you get to go back and do this, whether this is a project, a job, a partnership, every time you get to go back, it's like, you're going to add one more thing to this to make it even better the next time. I'm getting excited for you. It's invent, create, and test ideas. You have to try something out. And if you're in this leadership role, you're not afraid of adjusting, failing, figuring something out. It's about growth. It's not about perfection. It's about getting up and trying something again if it didn't work. A different way is going to work. I almost want to say that that's like your brain, or like the wheels in your mind are spinning. Like these ideas are just coming in. Maybe all of the sudden, if you have a lot of good ideas, don't forget them. Write it down. Keep a little notebook. Take notes. Don't have something that you think of and you're like later you're like, what was the idea that I had of that thing that was a really good idea? I don't know. Just kind of. It's almost like the wheel just kind of spun away. Don't let something spin away. Grasp and hold on to something. I feel like even if it feels like that little piece of the puzzle isn't viable right now, it will be the right fit for something later. I hope that made sense. It's also making me think of a clock. So maybe a clock or something on a schedule. I hear monthly. Maybe something you can do monthly. Let's get one more on innovation. What else would be helpful for the collective on leadership, innovation, creator, and more light. This card, taking steps. There is something there that's a little bit invisible that you can't see, but you have something grounded and you can recognize, at least see the shadow. That makes me think of the thoughts that just sort of disappear. Like you have them, you had it, but it just kind of like vanishes away. So I am hearing that you should write something down. Don't lose those good ideas. It's just sort of fuzzy in your mind, like a shadow, like on the tip of your tongue kind of energy. But it's all about step by step. Something could be, it could be a cleansing situation, but sort of like when you look at the water and all that rain is going on, it's not exactly clear. So you might have to wait for a different cycle or a different moment in a cycle for something to be smooth and clear. Maybe that's you. You can take a step, but you don't have to rush into anything. Action is key. I saw that with the balance of the masculine and feminine, but maybe right now you need to tap into your intuition and what you cannot see to help direct you, but you need to take actions on something. Action is key to getting where you need to go. You can't wait around. Take a step in any direction. Any direction. It is telling you you have innovation here. I mean, the best innovators or inventors try it all over. Try everything until you get it right. And this gets you unstuck, and it finds you opportunities. If something didn't work in the past in one way, try a different way. Call a different person. Look up something else. Try, I'm even getting like if some of you submitted something. Maybe you submitted your resume, submitted something I'm getting even for school or something like that. And maybe you're rejected before. Maybe that's not the right school or the right place or the right job. Try it somewhere else. And if you get a feeling that maybe you should not send the same cookie cutter thing that you've been sending, if that didn't work out there, I hope that makes sense. Whatever that is, maybe you should just, I'm getting like spruce up what you're sending. Maybe try that different. Maybe it's not the place. Maybe it's what you're putting in. Everything's kind of elusive, but maybe that makes sense to some of you. I am seeing that you're going to find just the right fit between you and someone else, or you and something else. So if something didn't fit before, it didn't fit, wasn't right. Let's see. Let's get one more card from this deck. What else does the collective need to know? You have a lot of golden energy. You have to roll the dice too. You have to take a chance. You're never going to know unless you step up to bat, unless you give something a try. You might swing, you might miss. You might swing, you might hit it every time. Home run. Out of the field. Time to put yourself out there. It is saying you have to take steps here. Maybe you just have to start by taking this leadership role in your own life. Maybe it's taking you towards a leadership role somewhere else, but you got to take the lead with you right now. Time to put yourself out there. You are hiding. Are you hiding your talents? You are invisible here. There's that hint of a shadow. I don't think it's that hidden. Either you know about it or other people know that you are talented with something, or they should. Especially if it's the universe giving you these big downloads here. You have this big illumination, even if it's a dark situation with that full moon. If you're hiding your talents, it's time to take a risk and step, I just say that, step into the spotlight. Let that spotlight shine on you. Beam your beautiful light out there. Let people see it. If you have anything that's a talent, it's a God-given gift that you have for a reason. Because when you share, it's giving me goosies. When you share anything you're talented at, and it doesn't have to be an artistic talent. It could be your talent for using words, your talent for solving problems, your talent for on getting along with many different personalities, your talent for looking at a bunch of weird situations or problems and seeing in your mind how that can all put together and run smoothly. It can be anything. It can be your talent to bring somebody peace. whatever it is. If you have something special about you, you need to share it. Sometimes you have to take a couple steps in some weird directions to even figure out what it is yourself, or remind yourself that it's there. This is worth the chance. Your dice aren't just normal dice, they're golden. You have very special golden dice here. It's a golden opportunity. It's something that is worth taking a chance. But any risk that you take might mean you fail. Might mean you don't do it right. You got to try it again. Here, it's giving you the strength. Try something again. Give something a go. Take another step. Pull that universe down and make it reality. Live your dreams. One step at a time. One day at a time. You're here now. And that is a gift. And it is dice here, so if something feels too risky, if it doesn't feel right, if it doesn't end up feeling like, that was a golden opportunity or something that was worth taking, then you don't do that game again. You don't take that risk again. You switch it up. Wow. A lot of big energy here, guys. Let's do something different. Let's do this one. This is Spirit Truth. Let's get a Spirit Truth message for you guys. What is another message to be helpful and insightful on roll the dice, taking steps, leadership, farewell to the moon, creator. Message, please, and thank you. Oh, I like this. This is a question on, to ask yourself, do I surround myself with people who lift me up? Who want to see you reach the endless, boundless possibilities of reaching the universe and having your dreams come true? Or do they always put a lid on your box, a damper on your energy, shorten your stride? So it could be that you have to make some adjustments with the energies around you. As birds of a feather flock together. When you have people around you who are of a different vibration, usually there's a natural distance that happens or a big cutoff because there's a mismatch there. Either the energies that are not quite up to a higher vibration have to end up matching it, or there's a natural cut or awkwardness towards that energy. And no one's vibration is perfect or always up high. Everybody goes like this all of the time. But it's more like if there's a line, see that timeline thing, even if you have ups and downs, certain people's vibrations might be kind of up here, or even though it might reach that line, sometimes if someone's constantly on a lower vibration, it's not that they can't go high, but they tend to stay on that one line until they are ready to jump. And now they're on something different. But you can always take a dip. That's reality. It's hard down here. I don't know, that was kind of a weird thing to see. It makes me think of music production. Maybe some of you do music production or something on a computer where you can see sound waves. It makes me think of something that's maybe off pitch a little, like making it on pitch. And I hear vibrato. That's very specific. I don't know, maybe somebody's vibrato. I don't think that message was for everyone, but it was pretty clear for somebody. The people with whom we surround ourselves determine who we become. Does your tribe fill you up? Do they inspire you? Do they believe in you? Do they help you step into your greatest potential? And if those energies do not, you have to step into that leadership position. Maybe you can be the one to lead others. to elevate their vibration, see something a different way, have a gentle approach that is very respectful and a teaching kind of energy. So somebody sees something in a more spiritual light, but it's only when somebody is ready to hear that it's retained and heard. It might be a good conversation, but until they really let that soak in, that message isn't always lived. Today's soul's action is make a desired list, and I say something about writing something down. I feel like some of you might need to write, or you're writers, or writing something down in general maybe helps you retain something, or is just important on the first step towards those words or those thoughts or those ideas being manifested in your life. Sometimes that's a conversation, and sometimes putting the words down is the start. Make a desired list of the type of people with whom you wish to surround yourself. So attributes, characteristics, not specific people. And clarify if there is anyone, now it's specific people, in your life who no longer serves you. Can you love them from a distance? From a distance, there is harmony. I think that's Bette just came in again. I don't even know the words to that. I don't know if that's the right words. From a distance. I can remember that song being on the radio a long time ago. I remember that song coming on the radio when I was going with kids in school to go ski. Wow, that was a very specific memory. How amazing is music that it can trigger something from way back in the old dusty brain files. It was so weird. Maybe I like when weird memories come through because I still feel like that's part of how I do readings, and maybe it triggers something in you. I can remember having to go to school sometimes with the skis. So I would go to skiing after school, and I had my skis with me, but I also was a little girl that played the French horn, and that is a very big instrument for a little girl to carry. And I can remember having to carry the French horn and then the skis. A lot of strength. So maybe the French horn and not the trumpet. Maybe you're carrying an instrument. I just see a big backpack now. It was kind of interesting. Wow. Weird memories, I note. So also with that, it does make me think of a choir. If you have a bunch of people that are on the note and singing beautifully, and if somebody's trying, that's awesome. But if you do have an out of note, let's just use this as a parable and not something personal or direct for anyone, but a parable of somebody or something out of tune. Even if the rest of the group is beautifully in tune, that one thing just sort of sticks out and is irritating. It's an irritating energy. So either something needs to be in tune, or if it's something that is just not in tune with your vibration, how can you still send love, to someone or something so it snaps back into tune or changes its energy around, but it's you taking yourself to a group where everyone is in sync and in tune and in harmony with each other, or just one person. It could be just one person that sings perfect harmony with you. So sometimes as we grow, as we change, as we elevate, as we get these big spiritual downloads, we need to make the changes in our life, because there's that new cycle where something is just going to vibrate differently, but we got to get on in there, open up that door, start to make some moves, start to take some steps, roll the dice, think outside the box. So that was a lot of cards, but let's go to the tarot. I did have the mermaid, so I kind of want to use the mermaid again. Let's do the mermaid tarot and get some clarity on what's going on, moves being made, steps taken, rolling the dice, taking a little leap of faith, being a leader. rosin. I hear rosin, but I think that's a name. Rosin something. I think it could be rosin on a bow. That's important. It was really, really random, but I think she's the singer of Moloko, but maybe she had some albums by herself. I will find something by her, but maybe it's rosin. So something has the right grip on a situation, or an energy, or a note, or the string. Sometimes the messages are really random that I get. So let's get some clarity for you guys. I want to, hold on, I'm going to make myself a little more organized so I can see all these cards. Let me show you one more time. Innovation, roll the dice, taking steps, creator, paying attention to who you surround yourself with, taking the lead. Maybe some of you are also actors. I see somebody sitting in a hall, like in a chair. Maybe some of you just hit that audition right by doing something like your way. I don't think this is for everyone, but I do see that. Like somebody sitting outside waiting to go into a door to have a meeting. It could also be a meeting for a job or something like that. Maybe it's not actors for all of you. Whatever it is, this meeting, it's like you just nailing it. Exactly how the casting director or boss or whatever, whoever you're talking to, maybe it's even a date for some of you. Just be yourself. Do it your way. If it's like, I'm not getting it, it's an interview if you're going on a date, but maybe it's just starting to know somebody, and the way you present yourself or the way you just are is like, I hear you, like you're nailing it, like you just got it. It's exactly what the other person was wanting. And it's weird. You can have a bunch, I'm just getting that. Let's use a parable for the acting, because I saw that very clearly. Somebody waiting to go in a room or something like that. And it's not the person that has the most experience. And it's not always the person that has practiced the most or always had the lead role. Sometimes it's that one person. Maybe you've never even had a job before, but you walk in and you nail that character exactly like the person who's, ooh, it's giving me the goosies, just like the person foresaw that character or that personality in their mind. And I'm not getting that it's a looks thing. Maybe your looks are nothing like what that person was expecting or asking for, but the character, the delivery, the essence, the aura, and the energy is on. Perfect. And I am getting so much energy. All of my hair, whole body is standing up right now. So maybe you never even had a lead role, or you're taking a lead on something they told you weren't right for, but you are. That's for at least one of you. Whenever you see this, I kind of want to tell you good job. But I think for some of you, it's also, maybe it's also you're the one in the position of leadership and you're starting a business, or you're the boss, and that one person comes in that maybe by resume that you saw, the paperwork you saw beforehand isn't exactly, the person you were looking for, but then you meet that person and you know that's the one. That's the one. There's something different about somebody. And if this is a partnership or a relationship, it's that same thing. Maybe it's somebody you didn't think it would ever be in your life, or that you would be attracted to, or that you would groove or get along with. You took a couple steps to get yourself out there, rolled the dice on maybe saying yes to a date or something like that, or giving somebody a little bit more time and attention. And the more attention you give, it's just a match. I just heard a match made in heaven. Wow, I didn't even pull these cards yet, and those are extra messages. I'm really glad those came through. If some of you are not going to an audition or a interview or something like that because you don't think you have exactly what it takes, just go. I'm telling you, go. Try it out. The right one is going to stick or you're gonna have that right chance. You might have to try something a bunch of different times, but I feel like the one thing that you get is the golden one. Okay. Wow, that was a big side message that like came through for you guys. All right, so let's get some tarot cards. Dream Weave. I just saw that. The Weaver, Dream Weaver. I believe get you through the night. What's that? Dream Weaver? I have no idea who sings that. All right. One message for taking steps, innovation, and rolling the dice. Oh, you got the Tower. Hey. Okay, so whatever cycle was before, whatever, hamster wheel that you were on is done. Whatever was a rocky foundation is gone. The Tower, people don't like the Tower, but I do. I like the Tower because sometimes you need something to come in and rock your boat. Change something up, whether that's a big universal push or it's you giving a big old pusheroo to something so that you can be in the place where you can build, be with the people who lift you up, be on the right foundation and be grounded and have your footing using the right tools. You do have, what is this? Where was the thing that said you had something about your gifts? Using your gifts, because you are you for a reason. You can make a difference. You can make changes. Here, you're building something after the Tower the right way. This is the 16. So after the Tower is the Star. Before the Tower is the Devil. When you're stuck in those chains. When there is an obsessive energy. When there's too much restriction or something. There's always a too much push or attachment to something. And it's this that comes through that breaks the chains. And then you are taken to your hopes, the Star, your inner guidance, that light, that knowingness that you are going to be divinely guided towards your dreams coming true. Because it's in your destiny. But first you got to handle this Tower. It could be something coming through really fast. Usually this is a situation you might suspect it a little bit if it's something that you know is wobbly, but it can also be something that's a complete surprise by you. But the Tower doesn't have to be bad. The Tower can be amazeballs. The Tower can be you suddenly getting that lead role, suddenly having your business take off, suddenly meeting the person of your dreams. Hey. But whatever that is, it means there's going to be some big changes ahead. So it's all about how you get yourself together, get on out there and handle those changes like a boss. Because you can. But change isn't good. It isn't easy for everyone. Change can be rough. There's always a big old adjustment period. So something happening possibly really fast, or something that you suspected was gonna sink-a-roo for a long time. Let's see what that Tower is all about. Hey. The red and the green are very prominent in this. So your root chakra, your heart chakra, how you build, how you sustain something, whether something is sustainable or not, how you can choose to thrive, and then opening your heart, following your heart. Clarity on this Tower. What's this all about? Please and thank you. Oh, maybe it is a partnership. You got this Lover card. And I'll show you this because I put it up right on my lap. So it could be about a person. This could also be any person that comes in your life and just busts open the perception of what you thought something was. This can be when you see somebody every day at school or every day at work, and you presume they're a certain way. Maybe they're really quiet, or maybe they're really loud and bubbly, but you didn't know that they were deep and spiritual. And then you go out and you take a little chance, you have more time with someone, and your perception of whom you thought somebody was or what you thought they were about is just totally, the foundation just blown away. You have to rebuild what you thought you knew because it's not that same. It could be somebody else that changes how you see you. They come in and they recognize your talents. They recognize how you can make your dreams come true. They see you as a leader. They see you in a cycle and or possibly around people who are not helpful for you. And this could be somebody who's putting that mirror up in your face and they are honest with you. And that could be hard when you're not ready to have that mirror put up in front of you. But if this is somebody you're connecting with and you have this beautiful frequency connection because you vibrate the same way, even if you have things that you see in the other person that I'm getting more like constructive criticism. If there's somebody that points something out because they love you, because they want you to do your best, because they want to see you around people who helped lift you up, then maybe they're pointing something out for your own good, not to hurt you and not to get anything from you. If this is somebody in your life coming from you because it's just a reflection of love, then it's because they see so much potential in you. They see how you can manifest your dreams into reality. They see you as a treasure that's maybe closed right now, but should be a little more open for opportunities that come in. Maybe even open-minded, open energy. The Lovers is a Gemini card. It's really beautiful. I really like this card. It's like these two just wish they were in the other world. And there's that portal. So how can you make it happen? How can you bridge these two energies together so they're not just touching through the glass? This could be somebody that you dream about, you haven't even met yet. This could be, for some of you, a really good business partnership or somebody that's close to you. This could be your own reflection, seeing what you were before and who you can become, who you're meant to be, and your next beautiful chapter coming on in once you roll the dice and take a couple steps and think outside the box and get out of the ocean. Or maybe you're meant to dive on into the ocean. It's going the other way. I'm also getting that some of you can combine maybe two different things that you're doing together and do it all. Why do you have to do just one? If those are different projects or different jobs. But I am getting that if this is a specific person in your world, they might be very different from you and they're your perfect mirror. But this is not the devil. This is the Lovers. This is freedom. It's free will. It is choice. Somebody might choose to take those steps, to come together, to take a chance, and somebody might choose to not. It might be reciprocal, it might not be, but to allow the freedom for someone to feel however they feel is a gift. You don't make somebody fall in love with you. You don't, you want the best for someone. And if someone truly loves somebody else and they don't feel the same about them, you don't hold on to someone and have them be in misery because it's what you want, and then you're not getting what you deserve either. Because everybody in any situation, partnership, whatever, deserves to have what fulfills their heart, the truth of their heart. I'm not even sure what I said here. I hope that made sense to you guys. So that same tail, like blue tail, yellow, green, blue, green. Sometimes two people want the exact same thing, but it has to be a conversation, communication, harmony. Keep trying something if it didn't work. Not every day is sunshine. Some days you feel like you're being swallowed by the ocean. But that's a person upright that wants to be there for it all. Not somebody who wants to see you sink or is only there when you're swimming or in the sun. Oh, I showed you the Ace of Pentacles, but I started shuffling, so I guess I put it back for a reason, but we'll talk about that quick. It was a treasure chest, and the Ace of Pentacles is you taking whatever situation this is, whatever idea you have, grounding it in the earth, in your 3D reality, so it's real, tangible, and it can grow. But it's just that start. Maybe somebody wants to start something real and tangible with you. So let's get clarity on the Lovers and the Tower. Those are big energies. 6 and 16. Maybe 6, 16. Also 6, 17, because you have a 17 here. I think those are the only 16, 17. I think those are the only numbers besides that Ace. All right, so what is the bridge between the Tower and the Lovers for the collective right now, please and thank you? Bridge between. That one's falling. Oh, the bridge between is the 6 of Swords. Smoother waters ahead. You're being pulled on a sled by a seal. That looks like it's a pretty fun ride. Even though you're a mermaid, so you figured out you can't quite walk on that slippy ice up there. But you're a smart little mermaid, and you figured out how to take a sled, and your friend the seal, I just thought of the singer Seal, and he's like, I'll help you out, I'll get you across, I'm good on the ice, I can do it. You've thought outside the box, you're innovative, and it's smoother sailing ahead. It doesn't mean that you're not going to get to a snowbank and have to figure out how to put some snowshoes on your fins or figure something out. There's always a solution. Here it's knowing that you have ideas or things that you've learned and you don't put those lessons into use. You forget that you learned a lesson and you do it an old way. You leave the anchor in when you know you have to take the anchor out of the boat and put up the sail for it to go fast. It's always kind of like when you know better. You're not like getting the lessons. But when it's upright, you got the lesson. Doesn't mean you're not going to have any more storms or hit some bumps. But it's when you can figure it out now, when you do it different now. It could be that you're traveling. Somebody's traveling to you. They found a very innovative way to get to you. You're going to figure out a very innovative solution. And, mind you, also help to get you there. And it's also perhaps with a person, or this is you. Wow, look at this sexy merman. Hey, look at you with your crown and your spiritual cup. It's ever flowing, except it's with spiritual light. It's not just water in this cup. So I'm getting that this is a deep love, a deep partnership. The King of Cups he's beautiful with his emotions. He's sometimes very good with his words, but it doesn't matter how he or she shows his love. It's always felt. There's always the right actions taken. He can feel the ripples in other people's emotions or the waves in the water to know when it is the right time to do something and when it's the time to hold back. If he is upside down, the King of Cups, I feel like the King of Cups always feels a lot inside of him, like those waves, like a big ass ocean inside of him. It's just he doesn't know how to express it, or if he should, because it's lack of confidence, or thinking about failures of the past, or it's almost like I feel like the King of Cups upside down feels that emotion and then purposefully distracts himself to try to make the emotions not there, but they're always there. they're always running inside of him like this, like the tide, you know, like the moon moving the tides. Even if for a little while he does a good job by putting those emotions or those feelings aside, or what he feels in his heart, it's always inside of him. It's under his skin. It's in his soul. When he lets it out, opens up his chest and his heart, breaks down some walls, allows himself to dive deep into a situation, someone else, what he loves to do. It doesn't have to be a partnership for all of you. This is really doing what you love. Full trust. He's trustworthy. He's in tune with his spirituality. He's very sensual. Sometimes he's also very creative. I see you as the poet. He can be the rock star, the artist, the musician. But I feel like the King of Cups always has this sense about him where others are magnetically attracted but comfortable opening up to him. Unless his energy is weird and he has lack of confidence, then people are always kind of closed off because they don't know how he may react, because he can be an overreactor. If he has a lot of emotions, he can like be way too much or nothing, like he's under that ice. I'm going to show you this is at the bottom. You got this little page. So maybe it starts with a message. It starts with a little ball of fire in your soul. Maybe it's that little ball of fire that gets everything rolling. Can be a younger energy around you, but it can also be you having to be new with a particular person or new in a particular situation. But this is the person new in an environment or with, you know, new people. They don't know all about you. They only see that little fiery spark inside of you, or recognize that you got this fiery little energy, or this passion about something, or this enthusiasm. It's exciting kind of energy, and it's being excited about the future, but you have to be new to what you don't know. It's okay to relearn with a new person in a new environment. When you have that ball of energy there, it's not even a fireball. You have a ball of energy. Like an orb, like a little universe there. Don't let something fizzle away before you see how big it could be. Don't get burnt out on something if it doesn't work out exactly according to plan each and every time. Because this page upside down gets burnt out. They lose interest. They get frustrated because it's not what they thought or what they signed up for, or it's different from how they knew. They lose interest, they get sidetracked, they do something else. It's all about follow through. Finish that project, give something more attention, give something a try. That's how something can grow. This could be also, if it's that audition thing I saw before, that giving someone the chance. Maybe they're not experienced, but they got the right fire for the job, the right energy. And that could be you. And experience in a situation, but they see your potential. They see that you're willing to work and have this enthusiasm about you. It's a little extra sparkle. Like the spotlight just should be on you. And if that's any kind of learning situation, you're going to learn. So, cool. This was a cool reading. I had fun with you guys today. Let's get one more card from... I feel like that was a lot of power. So do I have the power deck? Do I have the power deck? That is the question. I don't know if I do. I have a bird one here, though. I do, guys. Let's get one more message from the power deck to sum this reading up. I hope that even if it was a nugget of wisdom, I dropped my glasses, it was helpful for you today. Sometimes we get messages that help us understand what someone else is going through, and sometimes we hear something, but it makes sense later. Later, it's like, oh, that's what that was. Now I see it. All right, one more message, please and thank you. person in that hair, it did make me think of Nikki Costa. You don't have a song. I think she has a new album my sister sent me, or a newer album. So maybe I'll find something new from her. She's got a fiery energy to her. A very good voice. All right, one last message, please, and thank you. What is this? Offering. Maybe that's that chance. Offering something. It's a 4. It's offering something that's pretty stable. Also, I didn't mention with the, signs. This can be Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, Gemini, and Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. What is here? It's like somebody is leaving a little, I don't know, a note or a clue or something in the red maple. I got big hot springs or mineral springs energy with that natural fountain thing flowing into the universe. So let's see what this is. The offering is every day of our lives we take from Mother Earth our energy for life, yet we often forget the ancient traditions of the sacred giveaway. Take a moment, sit in silence, and count the magnificent things you have in this life. Oh, there's so much beautiful energy and gratitude. Every small little thing. To have gratitude is such a high vibration, and it does change your vibration. Your rose got comfy. Even if only the wondrousness of being given life. If you feel, maybe you're way under the surface on something, just to be here, going through some maybe hard stuff is still a gift. Reflect on Great Mother, Mother Earth. Ask yourself, what have I given back to her lately to heal her? Then I think of the higher vision. I just thought of Healing Hands, Citizen Cope. He's really amazing. I don't know if you guys have listened to any of his stuff I put on the playlist, but Citizen Cope. I one time I went to a show in a snowstorm to see him with really, really wet boots. And on the way back, I had to stop. This is how determined. It was almost a private concert because nobody showed up in New York City. It was amazing. And then on the way back, here's a side memory. I took my sister and we went to CVS or a drugstore and got plastic bags to put over our feet to put our shoes back in the boots because they were so wet and it was so cold outside and we had to get home. And after that, I bought myself some very good waterproof boots instead of those. So sometimes you gotta go through a rough situation and know that you need to buy something a little bit better, get you through those storms. Then think of the higher vision of life and balance on the earth and realize the greatest gift you can give Mother Earth and your fellow humans is your own enlightenment. Because when you shine elevated in the highest vibration of love and authenticity in your life, then just you being you alone changes the world. I had to take off my glasses. I felt like that was a soapbox moment. In this way, you tear away the veils of ignorance and present the magnificence of your being to everyone who gets to experience you. You make a difference through every little encounter that you have. You show a beautiful reflection to others because that's what you recognize in them. You see that beautiful divine soul trying to have a human or mermaid experience. Everyone around you is uplifted and they are inspired, like this little page. You inspire others to take some steps and take some chances and start new and what wasn't working. Everyone around you is uplifted, inspired, and this is your offering. Maybe that is your gift. Pure inspiration by you being you. And with that, I bid you adieu. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I feel so grateful to be here with you. Thank you. I hope you have a beautiful day, a beautiful night, and I will see you soon. Bye.